In May 2025, the North Korea Choe Hyon class destroyer project became an embarrassing tactical disaster when its second hull, the Kang Kon, capsized and sank sideways at the Hamburg shipyard during its official launching ceremony. Fast forward to June 2026, and leading global defense analysts are stunned to witness this exact same 5,000-ton vessel conducting high-intensity sea trials in the Sea of Japan, completely revived and heavily armed with an extreme configuration of 88 vertical launching system cells. This dramatic turnaround creates an unprecedented tactical paradox for naval planners in Washington, Tokyo, and Seoul, as the resurrected warship now boasts more missile tubes than a 7,500-ton Chinese Type 052D destroyer. By cramming 88 cells into a medium hull, North Korea has compromised structural safety margins and crew endurance to maximize overwhelming strike capacity, choosing a high-risk doctrine that leaves the ship completely defenseless in close quarters, but highly lethal at a distance. If an armed conflict erupts, this single ship can unleash a saturation barrage of 24 nuclear-capable Hwasal 2 strategic cruise missiles alongside hypersonic anti-ship ballistic missiles, leaving multi-billion-dollar naval formations highly vulnerable to low-altitude saturation. How did a nation under crippling global sanctions salvage a heavily flooded 5,000-ton hull and turn a tactical catastrophe into an asymmetric threat capable of overloading the sophisticated AEGIS combat system? The answer lies in a radical design sacrifice that completely eliminated the traditional 130mm main deck gun to save weight and stability, a decision that places this entire crew on a one-way mission to strike or be destroyed. Before we go on, do you think tech-heavy navies can stop a massive swarm of cheap nuclear cruise missiles? Hit that subscribe button right now to support our strategic deep dives, and tell me where you are watching from. To understand the engineering desperation behind this sudden resurrection, we must dissect the architectural fatal flaws that triggered the May 2025 disaster. When North Korea initially laid down the Choe Hyon class, their strategic goal was to build a mobile shield against trilateral maritime data-sharing systems established by Washington, Tokyo, and Seoul in early 2024. However, severe international sanctions denied Pyongyang access to high-strength maritime-grade structural steel, forcing shipyard engineers to use thicker, significantly heavier industrial steel plates. This material constraint severely increased the topside weight of the vessel, a problem compounded by the addition of 4 massive, Russian-style fixed-face, phased array, passive electronically scanned array radars on the main superstructure. On May 21, 2025, as the 5,000-ton Kang Kon slid down the launching ramp at Hamburg shipyard, its metacentric height dropped below safety margins, shifting the center of gravity too high and causing the hull to lose stability, capsizing instantly into the freezing harbor waters. The engineering recovery that followed at Rajanport between June 2025 and March 2026 required a brutal compromise with the laws of physics. On paper, their only tactical salvation was to dramatically reduce topside weight while preserving the 88 vertical launching system cells demanded by the Supreme Command. To achieve this, North Korean naval designers executed a radical engineering trade-off by completely removing the traditional heavy 130mm main deck gun from the bow of all Batch 2 hulls. By eliminating this heavy artillery turret and its deep ammunition handling rooms, engineers cleared massive structural weight, allowing them to lower the remaining 24 forward vertical launching system cells deeper into the hull. This successfully stabilized the vessel, but it leaves the Choe Hyon class completely exposed and defenseless against close-range gun duels or anti-ship torpedo attacks from modern attack submarines. With the main gun removed, North Korea filled the tactical gap by converting the Choe Hyon class into a specialized, single-purpose saturation strike platform. To protect this newly balanced hull from close-range threats without adding heavy equipment, engineers installed a localized Pantsir-Me combination gun and missile system at the stern, supplemented by lightweight rocket launchers designed to deter unmanned surface vessels and divers. According to naval intelligence reports tracking the June 4, 2026 sea trials, the integrated sensor suite on the Kang Kon has successfully synchronized with its primary offensive armament. Unlike Western navies that build warships for prolonged maritime policing and multi-mission endurance, North Korea designed the Choe Hyon class to operate as a high-value, expendable asset built for a single massive volley. The immediate tactical threat lies in the extreme density of its 88 vertical launching system cells, which are specifically divided to maximize localized destruction. Leading global defense analysts argue that at least 24 of the larger forward cells are explicitly reserved for the Hwasal 2 strategic cruise missile, a platform possessing an operational range of 2,000 kilometers and capable of carrying tactical nuclear warheads. The remaining 64 aft cells are designed to deploy short to medium-range anti-aircraft missiles alongside newly developed hypersonic anti-ship ballistic missiles. Over the next 3 to 12 months, as the Kang Kon completes its final weapons certification alongside its sister ship, the Choe Hyon, this class will fundamentally alter the defensive calculus in the Indo Pacific region. By late 2026, a single deployment of these vessels into the Sea of Japan will establish a highly lethal, mobile anti-access and area denial zone, capable of launching a massive barrage that can easily overwhelm the computer processing limits of an American Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. The sudden operational return of the Choe Hyon class exposes a fundamental clash between two irreconcilable naval doctrines. Western military planners lean heavily toward technological perfection, investing billions of dollars to guarantee absolute multi-mission safety and long-term crew survivability on advanced hulls like the Arleigh Burke Flight 3 or the multi-billion-dollar Zumwalt class. In stark contrast, North Korea relies on a doctrine of extreme asymmetry and hyper-utility, treating the 5,000-ton Kang Kon as a disposable, heavily loaded missile platform that sacrifices crew comfort, traditional defense, and structural margins just to guarantee an overwhelming nuclear strike capability on a tight budget. They do not care if the ship survives a prolonged maritime deployment, because on paper, its only tactical salvation is to successfully launch its massive 64 and 24 cell arsenals before the hull is eventually targeted by superior Allied forces. This naval reality offers a profound strategic insight for modern warfare, revealing that severe sanctions and industrial accidents cannot completely stop a determined nation from building high-value deterrence assets. By transforming a catastrophic, flooded failure into an operational threat, by June 2026, Pyongyang has proven that quantity and concentrated firepower can sometimes bypass sheer technological sophistication. As regional tension accelerates across the Indo Pacific, naval planners must now accept that defensive shields might no longer keep up with the rapid proliferation of high-density, low-cost naval strike systems. When a conflict erupts, which military philosophy do you think will ultimately dominate the ocean? The high-tech perfection of Western warships or the ruthless, expendable saturation fire of North Korea? Share your perspective in the comments section below, hit that like button to support our deep dives, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss our next strategic analysis.